Oh, hello, how are you? This is on the Quick Speed Shop. We're starting to frame the office on the backyard gas station build. Come check it out. It's starting right now. I'm a professional. Don't try this at home. I'm back working on my gas station, so I'm coming into here my sign wall here in my in the Quick Speed Shop. And what I want to do is I want to take these two Goodyear signs. These are going to go up top on the above the pump island roof overhang there. I got this is a double-sided Goodyear tire sign that would have hung on a flange like off the side of a building this way. You can see where the hinge used to mount here and it broke out. I got this out of the junkyard. I found it laying face down. This was the side that was in the dirt. It's the better side. I think it's faded a lot more on the back side. And then I bought this sign a few years ago at the truck show. It is enamel sign. This one's painted, I believe. This one is enamel. And you can see that it looks like a bulldozer went ran over it with the cleats. But it's a cool sign. It's pretty big. And we'll throw it up on there. I don't know if there's a date on it. I think the date got lost. Yeah, Baltimore Enamel Company, 5th Avenue, New York. The date would have been right there. It's probably from the, I don't know, probably late 40s, early 50s. So I'll go ahead and pop these off the wall and we'll take them out and we'll mount them up. And there is the Richfield 5-foot sign that's going to go on a signpost. It's double-sided. Also has some bulldozer damage on it. They came out of the junkyard, the same junkyard that sign came out of. So we'll be getting that up eventually on the signpost. But in the meantime, we'll take these two down and throw them up on there. Bam, how's that look? Alright, now that the signs are mounted up there, I am concentrating on building the gas station section because I've got to use it here in a couple weeks for a photo shoot for something that's coming up later. But here I am framing out the floor. I'm using this 5-quarter deck board material, but I've run into an issue. Apparently I went and I bought a couple of these at Lowe's and a couple of these at Home Depot, and the boards are different widths. Check this out. You can see here on the end of this one's almost 3/16 wider, and I've run into a huge issue where I've staggered my joints here in the doorway just to be so I wouldn't have one continuous seam, and now I can't get these boards to line up because the gaps are all different. They boned me. The lumber company boned me here. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to take this one, because this is like 5 1/4 plus just a little bit wider, and this is less than 5 I'm sorry, this is like 5 and almost 5/8 wide, and this is like 5 3/8 wide. So what I gotta do is cut this piece here at this line and make a short board to go in here. Then I gotta rip it to fit, make like a special piece there. So now this is gonna be right in the doorway. So you're gonna come in the door and see all kinds of seams here right in the doorway, which I was trying to stagger them a little bit, but now I guess it'll look old because it's going to have random board lengths in there, and it'll be kind of old-time looky, I guess. I don't know. It's all I can do to make it fit right without having horrendous gaps. So I'm going to wing that off. I'm going to keep planking away here, planking at it, planking away, and get all this decked over, and then we can start framing the front of the building here. I'm going to start at the doorway, frame out the door, and then work out from there. All right, I got the floor done here. It's all done. Now we're going to get the 2x4s. We're going to start framing out front here. It's the next day, and I want to start in the middle and frame out the doorway, and then work out and do the windows and all that. Get the framing done. So let me back you up on the camera, and we'll take a look and see what we got going on here. Okay, let me show you what I'm doing so far. I went and I framed out the rough opening for the door on the 2-foot studs, and then when I'm going to put the door jamb in, I'm going to make it out of 2x6s. So I've got this roughed out here. I've used a 2x4 on edge to make the bottom edge for my girt boards going around. and I've studded it out 2 sets. Now I'm going to think about, I'm going to put my window on, located on this stud here, and the windows are 28 inches wide, and I can't remember how tall they are, but the windows will be here, and then this will be solid wall on out. So I've got it like pretty much equalized up here. I got the door right in the center, and now I'm just got to think about the windows and start studding it out from here. See down here, my lower board, I've got it screwed in there, and I've got these screwed up, and then they screw up top to the overhang trusses. So this is nice and locked in. And then the siding, the old barn wood, is going to come down right over the floorboard right here, and then leave this treated lumber in case I want to add more stone or ever like pave under here, do concrete. I'll have the next space. So the siding will just come down to here. But it's coming out good. It's looking good. It's looking pretty square. So I'm going to work my way down here and figure out my window space. Let's see. I'm going to have to frame it out. So this stud I'll have to leave out because the window's wider than the 2 foot. And then so I'll put these end studs in each side. Then I'll frame out the window holes and the door hole. I got to get a 2x6. We'll frame out the door jamb and frame it out. And I can cut all the girt boards and get them on here, get this thing locked in, and then fit the doors and fit the windows. All right, bam, here we go. We're designing on the fly. I've got the studs all laid out. I've left my holes for my windows here. But now I'm going to set the door. I've got the door ready, and hopefully this works out. I kind of like framed it on the fly, and I've got this old door that's kind of not perfectly square, but I think it's pretty close. So let's see if I can get it in the hole and see what it looks like. All right, check it out. I got the super awesome old door here. Oh yeah, look at that. Went and I screwed a stop behind it. But look at that. This thing is super awesome. It pretty much fits in there pretty good. So I got a little shim under the bottom just to pick it up off the floor just a little bit. And I shimmed it out a piece of 1x1/2 by 3 stock here for my hinges. I can get a screw in the top here if I can make this work. How's this going to work? Let's see. Right there. Okay. Let me see if this is anywhere near true. What happened here? Crap. Could be a problem now. Dang it. get out of there. Damn it. Well, unfortunately, I drilled my 2 center pin holes without having that shim in the right spot. Now the door is like an 1/8 inch too low, and it's going to be real hard for me to try to put more screw holes in it. Hanging a door by yourself without a door jamb to go reference to is kind of tough, and I guessed wrong here. So I got a good gap on top. I actually got a little bit, I had the jamb kind of tight, so I got a little bit more gap on top. I think I'm going to actually take the door and shave like an 1/8 inch off the bottom of it with the circular saw, and then the door will have a little bit more room, because I'm not sure if this is going to move around in the winter or swell and contract. And I had the joint pretty tight when I've test fitted in here, so it actually helped me to trim a little bit. So I'm going to take it and cut about an 1/8 inch off the bottom of the door, and I've got a good gap up here, so then I can hang it again and it should be alright. Well, that's a lot better. Check this out. Oh, shaving a little bit off that did the trick. The thing works good now. It's pretty straight. The door is uneven a little bit at the top. It's off like a 1/8 inch at the top. It fits good at the bottom, and it fits true to the door jamb here pretty good. So this door is super old. It's over 100 years old, and you can see on the back side it's got a little drawbar piece to try to keep it in shape, but it is well, it's also got some old bracketry holding it together too. Anyways, it's super old, but it works. It looks super awesome on here. Check this out. Let me back you away so you can see from the outside. Huh? What do you think? Look at that. That's awesome. So that's the look I was going for. My friends Thad and Esther had this from when their house was built in like 1820 or 1814 or something like that. Super old. Anyways, this was, I think, probably like a porch door, but it's working great with the window in here. It's perfect patina. I love it. So over here by the hinges, I just used a piece of 1 or a 1/2 by 3 to stagger it out, because it needs some clearance for the hinges, and this will make it easy here for me. And on the inside, I've got to build a door jamb now for the door to close against. I'll get some 1 by something stock, and I'll frame out the inside of this opening, and that'll give the door a place to seal against. Right now it's just kind of closing on a screw floating out in the wind here. But that looks super awesome. We got a door on the gas station. It's vintage. It works great. So that's a win. So next time, I'm going to keep framing on this thing. I'm going to get the windows framed in. We'll get those on. Then I think we're going to bust in some barn board action and start putting the siding on the front and get this thing to look like something. But I'm super happy with the signs up on the roof, and I'm glad I started framing this out and getting this door in. It's a good win for me for today. And hope you guys like the backyard gas station build. It's coming along, and I hope to get the office done real soon so we can all check it out and see how it looks. So come on back, stay tuned for this. We'll be finishing up here the backyard gas station at the Quick Speed Shop.